This year there was something that terrified us all and kept us in our homes, in fear of being outside and running into it. I'm of course talking about this baby. This baby who will one day grow up to be 9 feet tall in what I think is probably a Clifford the Big Red Dog situation. Now that's what TikTok gave us, okay? Vine gave us Gavin. It's over, right? It's over. It gave us Gavin, come on. Or is it? We all know there's a lot of bad stuff on TikTok. There's been like 1,000 YouTube videos breaking down every single weird and bad trend and person on that app. So when I downloaded it, I was like, all right, this is gonna be absolute trash, okay? Just straight booty, okay? And there definitely was that, but also I was like, this is low-key fire. What is everyone talking about? But is it better than Vine?
Hey. Yeah, I'm on that drink, I'm about to kill. I got the drop, I got the kill.
Maybe. At some things, yes. Why am I even asking this question? As my boy Kenny Knox asked me. I'm curious because I always see, at first it was this tweet. TikTok has given me some laughs and some chuckles, but baby, Vine used to have me on the floor. That's understandable. I honestly get that. But this took me down the rabbit hole of people comparing the two apps. Since Vine died, I've seen nothing but absolute praise for the app. Just saying how it was the greatest app ever created, nothing could ever compare. Certainly not TikTok, but I clearly remember that the app died because nobody was on it towards the end. And now how could that be? This is the greatest app of all time, is it not? Honestly, I'm gonna be real, okay? To be frank, I'm just gonna be direct, all right? Let me be clear. Okay? I want to give it to you straight. So I'm gonna just keep it 100 and I'm just gonna say it. I'm tired of everyone acting like Vine was this sacred app when 80% of it was low-key trash. Is he allowed to say that? He's not.
Get him.
Get him. Yeah, get him. 2/3 of people who had downloaded the app were not using it at the end. If Vine was still out, nobody would use it. You wanna know how I know that? Because Vine is literally out right now. There is a Vine 2. It's called Byte. It's made by the people that made Vine. They literally made a Vine 2. People were begging and begging and begging for a Vine 2. Since it came out, I haven't seen a single person post any of the content on Twitter or even talk about it. I get it, you know, it's like a relationship, okay? When you're out of it, you only remember the good times. I know I'm supposed to say, oh, this new thing sucks. I missed the thing from when I was a kid, okay? I could make a video about why these e-boys are the worst, and that would probably get 1 million freaking views. Cause I already know for a fact, in a couple of years, there's gonna be a new app, and then everyone's gonna be like, this, you're using Gurg? Gurg? I remember back in my day, we had TikTok, all right? Now all the kids are dancing on Gurg. now all the kids are dancing on Gurg. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. It happens every time. Because no one ever wants to appreciate what we have right now. We all just want to have the little nostalgia of when we were happy, when we were kids. But we got to give Vine its flowers, 100%. It changed the game. Completely. As someone who was on Vine the whole time, made a bunch of friends on Vine, I remember being like, dang, these guys are way cooler than YouTubers. Because I remember every YouTuber just on Twitter and at VidCon was like, you guys stay on your own platform. You can't do this. As if you can gatekeep making friggin' YouTube videos. I think that 2013 to 2014 Vine is actually untouchable. But everyone's remembering the iconic Vines because those are the ones that are iconic. Those are the ones that survive. People watch Vine compilations of the best Vines. All the titles are like Vines that cured my depression or Vines that keep me from ending it all. Iconic Vines that changed the world. No one's watching Vine So Bad I Wanna Die, starring Curtis Lepore.
Was that a spider? Sunset.
No one's watching the compilation of the videos by 30-year-old men talking about high school problems. But if you were scrolling through the popular page on the app, this is everything you'd see. Almost everything that people say is bad on TikTok was there on Vine. Thriving. Just loving it. All the dances.
I'm a savage.
Do y'all not remember them white boys? You don't remember Baby Grind on Me? Oh my god.
If you smile, as soon as you wake up, you will be happier for the rest of the day. Even if you have to force yourself to smile, do it. Even if you have to force yourself to smile.
I don't really have a problem with the dance trends on TikTok. Dancing is fun, all right? We're in quarantine, we're freaking bored. Just let people dance. Also, I like that they're blowing people up that need to blow up. People are discovering Don Toliver because of TikTok. And that is reason alone for why this app should exist. Young T and Bugsy for the Don't Rush Challenge.
Don't rush. Slow touch.
We got UK music on the US charts right now. People act like most videos on Vine weren't just moms be like, or black people be like. Speaking of which, there was racism on both apps, but on TikTok, it's like a whole nother thing. This isn't your average everyday racism.
This is advanced
racism. On Vine, it'd usually be masked with like a bad joke. The racism on TikTok is something else. I don't know what's up with the kids these days. I don't mean to be all kids these days, But like, some of the racist children these days, they're very bold. What can I say? They're very bold.
Today we're making Don't Have a Dad.
Have a dad? Yeah.
Rob people?
Specifically whites, yeah, they do that.
You know, I gotta admire the bold. I'm just kidding. I'm just, don't quote me on that. But as you probably know, the internet doesn't really let that kind of stuff slide anymore. And that girl got expelled and became the first person to be expelled while school was canceled. How do you get fired on your day off? So I'm gonna have to give 1 point to Vine for that one. But for real, there was some terrible stuff on the popular page. At a certain point, the big Viners had just monopolized the entire trending page and made it impossible for anybody else to get big. They all just collabed with each other and then revined each other. So all their vines would be shown to like 20 million of each other's followers. And it's like if they revined a single regular kid's vine, their life would change. But they'll never do it. There was basically no competition. Lele Pons, King Batch, Brittany Ferlin, Logan Paul, Curtis Lepore, all of MagCon except for Shawn Mendes, the GOAT. All those people. If I was them, I'll be helping out my friends too, but it's like, dang, we're trying to laugh. But my point is, the funniest people stayed underground and are appreciated now because their content is actually the one that lasted. But the best vines weren't from comedians or famous people, to be honest. It was from just regular people doing regular things that just became iconic. Vine was like a window into other worlds. I think TikTok is also at its best when it's doing the same thing. Someone said, if it takes more than 60 seconds for you to tell a joke, you're not funny. You know, before Vine, that's like how most jokes were. Like, in the history of comedy, unless it's like a knock-knock joke, it's probably longer than 6 seconds. Stand-up comedy, you're done, all right? We've progressed past the need for stand-up comedy. Nobody talks about how at the end of Vine, they allowed you to upload videos that were up to 2 minutes in length. You know why nobody talks about that? Because nobody knows about that. And you know why? Because they weren't on the app. I feel like that was the point where like the whole thing shifted and it was basically over for a 6-second video, you know? It's like after you change what was fundamentally the point of the app, it's like you acknowledge that era is over, you know? I think Vine's funniest videos will always be funnier than TikTok's. Like, they're just too good. There are some freaking funny kids on TikTok, man. My favorite is this kid, Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Wait a minute.
This kid is a young prodigy, all right? Let's support this man, please. I love seeing the old people on there too. I feel like we're not giving those people credit. The best of Vine was when nobody was editing or uploading those videos from the computer. I feel like once people started to do that, it just took away from the novelty of the app and the like what made it so fun. Once everybody started posting videos that were like going super crazy with it, but then now TikTok allows you to do that straight from the app. Bro, the creative tools that are built into there, the duets.
That is my baby, oh yes, my sweet, sweet baby, oh, my baby, baby.
The fact that there's up to a minute just gives so much more variety and like creativity. It can have stuff to do with comedy. It can have stuff to do with music. It could just be cooking tutorials, workout videos. There's certain trends that I think are like so good that basically anybody could do it and they could be kind of funny. There's definitely a lot of bad TikToks, bro. The POV ones gotta go. All right, point of view after a school shooting, I tell my mom I lost a friend.
My friend, it's time to say goodbye, and he died inside my arms. Blood all on my shirt.
You know, she's going for the Oscar. I respect it. Outside of the actual content itself, one thing I do appreciate about TikTok is that they put the creator's handle at the end of the video and during the video. In Vine times, your video could blow up, it could get reposted, nobody would know it was you. Your credit is done. Being credited could have actually changed your life completely, but you got none. Bro, black people on Vine got the shortest end of the stick possible. The whole time, they were coming up with the best trends, sayings, all that stuff. Everyone else would take it, run with it because it was the trend at the time. They would blow up, but no one knows what's going on with the original person. None of them went on Ellen, nothing like that. Kayla Newman or Peaches Monroe, the girl that made
Abraz on fleek.
Brandon Moore, the guy who popularized What Are Those? Everyone used his voice, no one knew his name or even what he looked like. Like, they even put that in a $1 billion MCU movie. What are those? And he said that it just annoyed him. RIP to a legend, man. TikTok has its theft problems, but that automatic in a video is something that I've just never seen another platform do. On the other hand, I will say, and I want to make this clear, TikTok is run by a terrible company. I don't trust them. There's a lot of talk about how much information they actually take from you when you download the app. Apparently they only put rich and attractive people on the front page, which is a shame for multiple reasons. One of them being, those are literally the least funny people on the planet. The richer and more attractive you get, the less funny you are, 100% of the time. Stop putting these people in my face. But I do like that you can create your own For You page based on what you're liking. Like, at first it was all country people on my page for some reason.
It tosses a line.
And Jason Derulo. I don't know what's up with him lately. But by saying I'm not interested in most of the other stuff and liking the stuff I do like, they were able to create like a good page for me. So but there's still an issue there. At the end of the day, I'll say TikTok is a better app run by worse people. Nostalgia is an interesting thing. I think nostalgia is a very valid part of our lives. I don't think we necessarily need to look at something more objectively because nostalgia is part of our appreciation for that thing. Certain music might sound better to you because you have certain memories that are attached to that music that other people just don't have. So they're like, this is trash. I'll be like, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, I guess you didn't listen to this while the sun was setting and you got a baddie on your arm, huh? Well, neither did I. I hate when people say you only like this because of nostalgia. Like when I express my love for the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. Like those movies aren't clearly cinematic masterpieces, even if you watch today. But I do think we're looking at Vine through rose-tinted glasses, mostly because I literally remember people hating on it and then loving it once it died. And don't we do that to everything? Look at society. But really, like it died because no one was using it. Like they didn't kill it in the middle of a successful fiscal year. But most of us who used Vine were either kids, teenagers, or becoming adults. So there's that sentimental value to it. I remember being huddled around a computer with a couple of friends just when Vine came out in like 2013 and watching like some of the most early ones and just dying and just watching them over and over again. I think that's one thing about Vine that's 100% better than TikTok is the fact that you can just watch them over and over again. But at the same time, there's kids today, this is their Vine. That's the craziest thing to me. They're gonna be grown up and having the exact same nostalgia for TikTok. So that's why I wanna give it a chance, man. Let's see where it goes. Hopefully one day it becomes as iconic as Vine, you know? I don't know, man, it's just interesting to me. What do you think? Leave a comment down below. All opinions are welcome, unless you're annoying. So anyway, thank you to TikTok for sponsoring this video. I'm just kidding. Imagine if that was the whole thing. Also, I just found out that this kid is also named Gavin. What? Now I need them to battle it out. Who is the Gavin? That giant baby's gonna destroy him. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Gavin.
For the waves of the boat or the train. I might just hold your hand on the plane. Bike ride on a rainy lane. We can jump in the whip in a tally. Your horse in the kick, hit the wheels are insane.